Hey, what's up everyone? Marcus here at My Tesla, and this past week I got my dash cam installed on my Model 3. So I wanted to make a video to give you my thoughts about the process and everything that went into getting the dash cam installed. For the dash cam, I chose the Blackvue DR900S 2-channel camera, which shoots in 4K, and it comes with two cameras for the front and the rear, allowing me to have dash cam coverage for both the front and the back of the vehicle. Now, you're probably wondering why get a dash cam when Tesla's rolling out its version 9 firmware, which allows you to use the built-in cameras for a dash cam itself. Well, one of the main reasons why I opted to get my own dash cam instead of using the V9 software is mainly because of the fact that when the car is parked or when the car is turned off, the V9 software from Tesla will not record when it's parked or it's asleep. So that means that when you're out and about and you park your car somewhere, the Tesla dashcam will not turn on. It'll basically shut itself off when the car powers down. This means that if anybody hits your car while you're out or the car is parked, you will not have any footage of that happening. This is why I opted for a third-party dashcam such as the Blackvue, because it offers something called parking mode. While in parking mode, if the dash cam detects any movement or an impact, it'll automatically start recording to the SD card, which is very valuable because a lot of, dings and scratches happen when the car is parked. So at least when you have a third-party dash cam, you'll be able to actually record this happening. Additionally, with third-party dash cams, you can have the ability to connect a Wi-Fi hotspot to it. So that gives you the option to receive notifications in the event that the camera does detect movement or there's an impact where the car is parked. So instead of doing it myself, I reached out to Calibrate Customs in Southern California to handle the dash cam install. Now, let me start off by saying this is not a paid endorsement for Calibrate Customs or Blackvue, and the thoughts expressed in this video are of my own opinion. The reason why I went with Calibrate Customs was because they were recommended to me by another Model 3 owner who got his dash cam installed recently. I was very impressed by the work that they did on his car, especially hiding the wires and the components. But the one thing that stood out about Calibrate Customs was the fact that they do mobile installs, where they come to your house and install the dash cam if you're located in Southern California. That and the fact that they have a lot of experience installing dash cams for Model 3s. So I called them up earlier this week to set up an appointment, and I let them know that I had a Model 3, and they suggested that I also pick up the Blackvue B124 external battery to help power the dash cam. The way that this external battery works is that the battery gets charged while the car is on, and it continues to provide power to the dash cam. When the car is turned off, the dash cam can continue to operate while pulling power from the battery. This works really well when paired with the Blackvue cameras because of the parking mode option. So what happens is when the car is stationary for 5 minutes, parking mode activates, and then it starts pulling power from the external battery to power the dash cams. During the mobile install, I was told that the Blackvue battery is a better option than wiring off the 12-volt battery in the Model 3. And this is mainly because previous owners tried to wire up their dash cams to the 12-volt battery, and they had often received warning messages because the Model 3's battery management system was so aggressive, it didn't like anything drawing power off of it. And what ended up happening was that those batteries had to be replaced by a Tesla technician, usually free of cost, but they basically mark it off saying that it was the third-party dash cam's fault that caused the battery to malfunction. So because of this, the 12-volt battery is not a viable option for power. So instead, power was tapped from a source near the passenger footwell. This fed power to the Blackvue battery, which conveniently fits in a small space underneath the center console. The power from the Blackvue battery then goes off to power both the front and the rear camera. With the Blackvue camera, footage is automatically recorded directly to the SD card, which you can access over the cloud if the camera is connected to a hotspot or local internet connection. Or you can use the Wi-Fi Direct option in the Blackvue app. Now let's talk about the Blackvue battery for a moment. The battery has an app that allows you to see the charging state and the capacity of the battery. The battery itself is rated for 24 hours, however, because I'm using a 2-channel system, in my test I'm getting about 21 hours on a full charge. Also, because the power source is using only 5 amps, at least in my situation, it takes about 80 to 90 minutes to get a full charge. This may sound bad, but it actually really isn't. If you do the math, for every 1 minute that the car is on, I get about 17 minutes of charge time. If you use this as a baseline, that means if your commute is about 30 minutes, you will have roughly 8.5 hours of battery life to power the camera while it's parked. Now before I close out, I want to give everyone out there a heads up if you're using the Blackvue cameras with the cloud options enabled. The cloud options are only available if you connect your camera to a hotspot, but in the app, by default, You're opted in to share your camera feed and your location, and that's something you're going to want to turn off. So to do this, go to the Blackvue cloud, then click on camera settings and then privacy settings. Make sure all 4 boxes are unticked, otherwise people will be able to randomly see your live view and your location. I'm not exactly sure why Blackvue has this option enabled by default, but I find it kind of a nuisance. Now, although I did find some quirkiness with the Blackvue app, overall I'm very pleased with the quality of the dashcam and the installation done by Calibrate Customs. Once the Tesla V9 software is available, I'll do a comparison video between the Blackvue and the Tesla cam, along with the pros and cons of each option. But for now, if you have any questions about my install or the dashcam in general, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I have also included a link to Calibrate Customs in the description below if you want to check out their work. And with that, I'll now leave you with some front and rear dashcam footage, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Thanks for watching.